What's happening, people? Welcome to the Manc Talk. We are back. We're finally back in the studio. Steve abandoned you, I didn't.
Some of us have got Champions League games, not Brighton at home.
Listen. We are in the Champions League next week. Atletico Madrid. We're to take over. No, I'm not joking. That's just April Fool's Day. It's not here yet, people. But we're here. The Manc Talk is back. Like I said to you, you know what I mean? We've had some time off, you know what I mean, and whatnot. Priorities have got involved, so apologies on that one. Please, guys, if you're watching right now, hit the like button, man. The best Premier League show in Manchester. This is how we roll, people, man. You guys love the Manc Talk. We're getting messages every day, man. When is it happening? This and that.
Manc Talk. It's good. We've got a good following. Nice chat. It's good.
Man. Big up to everybody who's locked in right now. How's Lisbon been, man?
Good, yeah. Got a little bit of sunburn on the Napa. Yeah. Couldn't find any sun cream anywhere. Yeah. Went there, took the Souls 5-0 away. Always good to score 5 away in Champions League. Nice city, good stadium. Yeah, good little trip, 3 days.
Better than there, innit?
Oh, yeah, mate. Storm Dave or whatever
Storm Bradley, Storm Dudley, I don't know what it is nowadays.
Storm Dougie.
Did that flying bin hit you?
Mate, I swear to God, mate. Watch out, people, for flying wheelie bins, man. I seen a video this morning. It was a wheelie bin about 400 foot in the air. If that comes down, it's you clean on the nappy, you're dead. I'm telling you, mate. I nearly got killed in Lisbon, mate. In Lisbon, they drink Super Bock, yeah?
Yeah.
And do you ever remember years ago when you was a kid and you used to get the mineral man used to come
Yeah.
used to get them big bottles of, like, mineral, yeah? The Sporting Lisbon fans were throwing them at us, mate. Full, big glass bottles, I swear to God. And if you see my video, they threw one and I just went, Ed. And the guy next to me went and ducked and it hit him clean in the face.
Oh my
if it hit him on the head, mate, dead. But I tell you what, don't be throwing bottles, man.
No, that's the worst, man. You know what I mean? That's for me, it's cowardly, innit? You know what I mean?
But the police had us backed into it, so we couldn't go anywhere. They were around us, so we were just sitting ducks, man.
Yeah, you know what it is here? I don't know what it is with when you go abroad, yeah. But they don't really treat you well, do they? You know, the police and that. I don't know what it is.
To be honest, mate, the police, I seen the police giving it this guy with batons, proper levering him. The guy was an old guy, but you know what? There's no need for it, man. There's no need for it. I think a lot of the police are scared because I think they get this English thing in their head. Yeah. And it's not even like that, you know what I mean? But we're getting treated like
they generalise us, don't they?
Yeah, and then we get to the turnstile and he's like, COVID pass. Double jabbed, yeah. Where's your triple jabbed? I said, I haven't had the booster yet. You can't get in. I was like, what? And then he says, come down this side bit here to have a test. They had a load of guys in gowns. This must have been like blag. And then I paid him 20 quid on my card. They had card machines, yeah.
Wow.
Paid him 20 quid on my card. He got the thing, he put it up my nose like that, and then he got me a piece of paper, and then he just ticked negative. So, unless
maybe I had a fetish for nose.
I swear to God, mate, I think they were collecting DNA. So if it's a murder trial in Lisbon in a few weeks, I'm getting fingered for it. I swear to God, this is why I'm putting it out there now, so you know the story. So if you see me in cuffs in Lisbon, make sure you get a campaign, Free Big Steve, because it wasn't me that just took my DNA in it.
Well, you got the White Army now following him.
The White Army was on me before. Young kids from wherever they are. You know,
maybe they're trying to frame you.
It might be them, yeah. You know what I mean? It's government, innit, man? I tell you what. I'd never seen out like it. He just put it up me, but he didn't even like put it up and do the little twist thing. He just put it up, put it out, and went negative, and I thought, wow, you're that's, and then, but they must have took thousands. There's loads of City fans didn't have the.
But do you know what they're trying to do, though? Innit? They're just trying to profit off, you know, the tourists coming in, because obviously times are tough, man. You know what I mean? And that's just a reality. But you know what's not a reality is Man City just levering teams at the minute, 5-0 away from home. You know what I mean?
Listen, we just played well. We you know, the Benfica lads, Ruben Diaz. Diaz, Cancelo and Bernardo, they had a point to prove.
Was it hostile for them?
Oh yeah, as soon as Diaz got the ball, mate, the boos were going mad. And we were talking to a few fans going in and they were saying, oh, we hate Bernardo, we hate Thingy. But I think the feeling's mutual. If you look at Bernardo Silva, that goal.
Oh, wow.
Spun there to it, that bang.
That is, you know what, that's very hard to do.
Technique on that is unreal.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Raheem Sterling, I mean, pinged it like top bags. We just look good all over.
You know what, man? I think that's the point I wanted to make. You know, Raheem Sterling. You know what I mean? Does he get the credit he deserves? Because you know, for me, like he's playing, you know, in the form of his life. You know, I think he's in the top 10 now. He's scored
more goals than Drogba in the Premier League.
You know what, man? Listen, we're not trying to compare Didier Drogba to Sterling.
No.
you know, when you look at...
I do think that he doesn't get enough credit, and I don't know whether that's the media, I don't know whether that's just general, but with City fans, from my point of view, what I'm going to say is, I don't think the City fans sort of get him, and I don't think he sort of gets us. I think there's not a relationship there. When he scores a goal, he don't really come to the fans, he don't kiss the badge, he don't do anything like other people, like people love Zinchenko, people love Bernardo, people love, but Sterling's doing bigger things. But at the end of the day, Raheem Sterling, I think he treats it as a job.
Yeah.
It's a job. He don't have any emotional attachment to the clubs he's with. I think he just sort of literally goes, does his thing, goes home. Now,
he seems like a closed book, though. You know,
he does.
I've met him, but you know when that's, you know, he's a kind of guy who's reserved. He's, you know what I mean. He's got people around him that, you know, support him or whatnot. And I think for me, Raheem Sterling, you know, if he kind of portrays that he's somewhat arrogant or whatnot, the media on his back, you know, I feel like he's almost kind of like, you know, reserved in what he does.
Probably scared to do anything.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The guy went to Greg's for a sausage roll, got slaughtered.
There you go.
He bought his mum a sink, got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He got a tattoo on his leg of a gun, slaughtered.
Slaughtered.
Do you know what I mean?
Even though every single thing was a reason for it.
Yeah, of course, and it's his own business. He can do what he wants.
Yeah, of course.
Listen, Raheem Sterling's took a lot of shit in his career, and he's took a lot of stick, and his kids have took a lot of stick. But listen, when Raheem Sterling finally hangs up his boots, I think we'll be looking back at a Premier League legend.
You know, 100 plus Premier League goals.
Yeah.
This season, what has he got? Like 10 goals, 7 assists.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
You know what I mean?
He's ticking over.
For me, you know, like I said to you, I think Raheem Sterling, man, doesn't get enough credit that he deserves. And I think, you know, he needs more praise for me, because at the end of the day, to be a winger nowadays, you know, you're looking at Sadio Mane and all them players, yeah. Yes, you know, they've been what they want to do, but I think Sterling doesn't get that same level of treatment.
He's winning trophies regular.
But it's got a song for him. You know what I mean? He's top of the league.
He's top of the league. He's doing bits for England.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the Euros, he's one of the best players.
I think he is the best player for England. When you look at it, you know, people can say Harry Kane scores goals, but who's been the most effective, you know, for England? You look at the Euros, you know, one of the best players, you know what I mean?
He always turns up for England. And don't forget, listen, beginning of the season, people asked me, would you sell Sterling? And I just said, look, if we had to make a decision to cut one player and buy a striker, I think we could get big money for Sterling, because we've got Foden and we've got Grealish there now, and we've got Mahrez can go on that side, Bernardo, whatever. But now, listen, I'm really, if Raheem Sterling says he wants to leave and leaves, he's got my blessing. If Raheem Sterling wants to sign a new contract and stay, he's got our blessing.
How long has he got?
He's got about another. I think he's just got another year to go.
Wow,
like that.
That'll be an interesting one. You know what I mean? But you know, it's funny that, you know, you talk about Raheem Sterling leaving, but Bernardo Silva was about to leave, and look at him now, unbelievable.
He's enjoying his football now. I think he had a bit of a lifestyle thing. I think last season, a lot of the time, Bernardo Silva was pushed out wide, and I think he didn't like it out there. Now, if you see how he plays now, central, he's unbelievable. And I think he probably was a little bit unhappy with his football, probably wanted to go somewhere new, but now Pep's got him in the middle. He's having a season of his life. I think he'll end up signing the new deal.
No, I think he will. I think everyone that wants to play under Pep, you know what I mean?
We're tying all the deals up. Listen, Pep Guardiola's going to sign a new deal for me. You don't get all these players on long contracts and start signing all these kids for the future if you're not building for the future.
Especially the way he's got the club run, the way he's talking about things, you know, the way he's kind of for me, I think he's a manager who's just almost loving, you know, life at City. It's not like, almost like, you know, like a manager you get in, like you had Pellegrini. He never looked like he wanted to like really be there. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, he's like a bit of a stopgap. I think
everything revolves around Pep at City. I think everything he asks for, he gets. And I think we're just making it a Pep Guardiola bubble for him to work. And any working conditions he wants, he gets. And at the end of the day, you can see it on the pitch. It's working. He's not like demanding this, demanding that, and it's not coming off and making excuses. Everything he's doing is working. And he's proving it with the football we're playing.
And the Champions League, for me, I think City are favourites. Whether that, you know,
we've been favourites for the last 5 years, but we need to get over the line. We should have won it that year when we got beat off Lyon. We should have won it last year. No excuses. We're still not.
Should have beat Chelsea, man. When you look at Chelsea now, and
we should have beaten.
Realise,
but listen, I can't criticise. I can criticise him, because at the end of the day, he takes enough praise, and then he got it wrong in the Champions League final, and I think City fans know that, and I think Pep knows that. If we puts it right this season, it puts it all to bed.
I think Liverpool, listen, you know, on their day they're good, but are they better than what, you know, 2 years ago? I don't think so. Bayern Munich, they're not the same. Real Madrid, you know what I mean? I just think the age is catching up to them. They can have the quality on the day. I don't think anyone matches up to
just Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
Liverpool. It's the Anfield thing.
Yeah.
Getting to Anfield and getting the job done is always tough. But listen, I fancy us to do it. I just think if they put their best team out and we put our best team out and they have their best day and we have our best day, we're better than them.
Absolutely. We'll see. Time will tell. That's over the blue side of Manchester. The red side of Manchester, it's topsy-turvy to say the least, people.
Ronaldo, stories coming out, isn't there?
Stories coming out, yeah.
Is it true? Is it nonsense?
You know what? This is what we want to know, people. I want to get your opinion. Is these rumours true? Are the stories coming out the papers, are they true? Is there dressing room leaks? Is there a dressing room divide? The Daily Mirror, they reported it yesterday. Ronaldo and Maguire embroiled in power struggle over Man United captaincy in fresh blow for interim boss Ralph Rangnick.
What's the power struggle? Because Maguire's the captain. So what is Ronaldo allegedly gone in and said, I want to be captain?
Yeah, basically, yeah, he's exactly that. He's come in and allegedly said, I want to be captain. He's having more of an influence than Maguire. Maguire's not liking it. Maguire's feeling like he's left out. That's what's basically happening.
See, Maguire's in a tough place because he's getting a lot of stick for his football.
But he got booed. But, you know that?
Did he?
He got booed when I was there on Tuesday. When they say number 5, Harry Maguire, got booed. See, I didn't boo him, but the fans booed him.
That's problems there because he's your captain, and like you say, you should get behind your captain. And the worst thing is as well, if Maguire now says, okay, Ronaldo can be captain, then it's just going to be even worse for Maguire.
I know, that's the thing,
you're
man.
A bottle job, he's fucking bottled it, this, that, there's no captain. The only thing Harry Maguire can do now is start leading by example on the pitch. He's got to start cutting out them stupid mistakes. Some of them, when he's getting turned inside out and sticking his leg out, it just looks amateurish.
I called him it looked like it was Per Mertesacker. The people slated me for saying don't disrespect Per Mertesacker, but Per Mertesacker was like that in terms of, you know, when he used to get turned and that, and like, you know, his kind of slow movement. That's why I kind of comparisons with him. But for me though, you know, when I look at Maguire, you know, I'm not saying I feel sorry for him, but he was never club captain material anyway. You know, at Leicester he wasn't club captain. Here he was given it. It was almost put on Maguire to be captain.
But the thing is, the United fans are up and down like a yo-yo because under Ole, there was times when Maguire, they were saying, oh, he's doing well. And
I did say that. I praised him.
And it is what it is. But
I praised him,
you know, he's going through a bad patch now. This is when you see your true captain.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And this is where it is. I mean, you watch United. I don't really watch them. But the Brighton game, was it any improvement?
No, not really. If I'm being honest with you, you know what I mean? I think after the red card, we started to look better. But that was only because of red card. There was still a lot of things for me that are still questions in terms of, you know, these players having the intensity, you know what I mean, and playing well. But for me, like I said to you, if I have to take that Brighton game almost in isolation because we got the 1-0, but then we didn't score the second one until the 90th minute.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it wasn't the full story. It's like maybe when you guys played, you know, West Ham at home, remember when it was like, you know, you got the 2-1, but didn't tell the full story. But Maguire's come out this morning, you know what I mean? Funny enough, when I was on the train, he said, I've seen a lot of reports about this club that aren't true, and this is another. I'm not going to start posting about everything that is written, but I needed to make this one clear. We're united and focus on Sunday. Enjoy your day, everybody. You know the thing is, Steve, you can look at it as two ways. You know, you can look at it, say, the media, they're trying to create stories and that. Yeah. But there's no smoke without fire. And why do these... You know these players, right? Do they have to come out? I don't see Man City players coming out. No, that's
weird. I seen Rashford replying to someone yesterday.
Rashford, yeah, exactly. I'm going to bring up the Rashford one now.
Maguire now. And all I'm trying to say is, whoever's running the media at Man United, whoever's running the PR, they need to sack him because they shouldn't be letting players getting involved in petty arguments. The thing is, the club at the minute, for me, looks fractured. I think people are fighting, putting out their own fires and that. They all need to be together. And come together. And, you know, you got a big game Sunday, Leeds. I know for a fact the Leeds fans are up for it. And I know for a fact the United fans are up for it. There's a lot of United there going with no tickets. It's going to be a big game. United haven't played Leeds for years. But if them players do not show the passion that the fans are going to show, they're going to go mad. Because I'm telling you now, the United fans are going to go in there as exactly as Leeds came to Old Trafford.
Of course.
So they're going to want their boys Because the Leeds fans bounce into Old Trafford like a Roman army, and the players let them down on the pitch. And United's going to bounce into Ellen Road at weekend like a Roman army. And if you lot let them let the United fans down, they're going to be murders.
Are you kidding me, mate?
Because all you want is a bit of pride, isn't it, for the back?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
Especially this game.
City used to be like that. We go Old Trafford and I think, fucking hell, we're going to get 11.
Yeah.
But all I used to say, City always tried.
Joey Barton, I remember Joey Barton.
We tried our best, you know what I mean?
Joey Barton was the one man that just always tried for me in them derbies. But again, Christian Falk has said, the English players like Maguire, Rashford are irritated that Ronaldo wants to leave the dressing room with his own clique. There's a risk of split. And
do you think he's going, Ronaldo, at the end of the season?
I think he is going. I think he's just coming to the club and he's thinking, fucking hell, shit.
But I also think, you can say...
And I also think we shouldn't have got him.
He's come to the club now and said it's shit. But I also think he's got to look at himself, because I think he thought, I can take this Premier League again by storm.
Yeah.
But he's come back to a totally different Premier League. It's very, very fast.
No.
And in some games, especially against bigger opposition, he's not effective at all. Do you know what I mean? So it might be a win-win. You've had him in this season. You've had a bit of a Ronaldo buzz. You've sold a load of shirts, got a bit of dough in. He might be off to somewhere else. Pastures new.
I think for me, like I said to you, with the Ronaldo thing, it was glamorous at first. You know what I mean? You had a nice little sofa. You know what I mean? Everything was good. Everything was all rosy. But when I seen it and I seen him getting bullied off the ball and that, it's hard to watch, As a United fan, it really is. And people can say, well, he scores goals and he's got us to the Champions League, this and that, but Pep Guardiola's shown that, without striker, you can be a fluid team and still score goals. If the wingers can get goals, Bernardo Silva from midfield's getting goals, De Bruyne is getting goals. The goals are shared out, and I remember Ricky, he always says it to me, big up Ricky, he always says if the goals are shared, and you become a better team, it's better for everyone, because then everyone has that shared responsibility. You're not just looking at Ronaldo thinking he's going to get us the goals.
If you've only got one man scoring the goals, it's easier to shut down one man than 6 or 7.
Of course.
With City, you think, right, well, I'll sit on Bernardo Silva, then Kevin De Bruyne tears you apart.
There you go.
So then you sit on Kevin De Bruyne, then Gundogan's flying in from
there you
somewhere.
go. And you can afford to rest players.
And this is what I'm saying. And then we're building for the future. The young kid Alvarez we signed got a great hat-trick the other night.
Mate, you know what, man? I tweeted it the other day. I said, for all the players that Man City were quote-unquote looking at, you know what I mean, and they were about to attempt to buy Alex Sanchez, this was the one where United should not have got, beaten to buy, because this kid looks the real deal. And people can say, well, it's only the Argentinian league, but the goals he's scoring are ridiculous.
But the thing is, with the Argentinian players, Tevez, you look at Tevez, Aguero and all them, there's a little bit of grit about them.
I know.
They want to fight for trophies.
I know.
And you know what? We're getting that little bit of South American grit, and he'll come in next season, 14 million, there's no pressure on the kid. You know what I mean? Especially if we sign the big fella. We signed the big Norwegian fella as well.
Well, nah, chill out, man. You know what I mean?
Saying?
You're not signing that one, man. I tweet out the other day. Yes, last night when he looked depressed in the Dortmund stand, I said, "Listen, man, you've got time to come over."
Yeah, but he's not going to come. He's not going to jump from that depression into a worse depression at your place, is there? Do you know what I mean? That's like signing yourself. That's like signing yourself out of a mental hospital to a worse mental hospital. It's not going to happen, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Well, what are you thinking? Just because he's got his boots.
I'm just thinking it's all because of this man here. This man here, Pep Guardiola. That is the difference. Nobody even knows who's running the gaff at United, isn't it? Is Ronaldo running the ship? Is Fergie running the ship?
This is the reason why I think Ronaldo this summer has to leave for me, because we need to buy a young striker who's going to be hungry, who's going to be up front. And when's the last time we had that guy?
I'm going to be honest with you. Cavani, how old is he?
35.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
37.
Do you know what I mean? Matic.
Yeah.
Mata.
Yeah.
The whole team needs a shake-up.
We
need to spend a lot of money in the summer, but they're going to have to do it again. I think whoever's running the ship at United in this summer's got to be very, very cute. He's got to offload a lot of players, but then you're going to get played a little bit in the transfer market for me, because people are going to go, you know what, United are desperate.
Desperate again. So, same old.
If you have to take it on the chin and you have to overpay, you'll have to overpay. But
we can be smart. And there's strikers out there that are on free transfers. There's strikers out there.
But the free transfer ones, they're not.
No, but some of them are quite good.
Like who?
Dybala at Juventus is free this summer.
Yeah, but he's got to. Other teams are going to go in for him.
I know.
And they're going to look and he's going to go, do I want to go Man United? Jump in that pot.
Yeah, true.
And all these stories that are coming out, people's agents and that, if you're advising them, if you're advising a player, you're not going to send a player to a club that's in turmoil.
That's by the way. That by the way, I'm not saying we're going to get Paulo Dybala, but I'm just saying you can be clever.
Yeah, you can.
You know, for me, Tielemans this summer, his contract's running out next summer.
To be fair, Tielemans would be a good signing for
It'd
United.
be a good sign. You know, there are signings, but the thing is, United though, they always look at commercial signing. They look at Ronaldo. You know how much he gets per post?
$1 million.
Yeah, $1 million per post. Wow. So they know what they're getting with Ronaldo. They can put him in the new sponsor Tezos and be like, yeah, Ronaldo, the face of Tezos. And that's why they got him on a 2-year deal, people, because it's all about commercial reasons for that. And Guardiola couldn't give a shit. He was like, "Nah, man, I want to play football. I want to achieve trophies." And that's the difference.
This is the difference with the Grealish signing. Last night we talked about it on the Big Six show, the flop and all that. At the end of the day, you've got to take a step back. Whether you think he's a flop or not, the best manager in the world, Pep Guardiola, and the best team currently in Europe, Manchester City, right? He's playing week in, week out. There was a post the other day and it's showing you Grealish in a move that City did, about 30 passes. And Grealish was dropping in between the lines and just doing one-touch football. That is what Jack Grealish is there to do. If Pep Guardiola comes out at the end of the season and says, look, Jack Grealish didn't do what we wanted him to do, I'll accept that and maybe call him a flop. But with Pep at the minute, he's saying in the Man City interviews, Grealish is doing what I'm asking him to do. And I think Grealish next season will be a totally different player. Look at Cancelo. He come out and said, first season, I didn't understand what Pep was saying to me. I couldn't get my head around it. And I think Grealish is the same. But the press are going for Grealish.
No, of course.
You know, they're going to go for him.
I think it's just because, again, 100 million.
But he shouldn't put himself in that position. If you want to go out for a beer, don't go to Albert Schloss. In the middle of town.
You know how busy that is on a weekend.
Exactly. He stood there with his hood up and a lollipop.
And a lollipop.
It's not like you like hiding.
And in a bright pink, jacket. That's the thing, people. And listen, I'm not bothered what players doing it, but again, it puts the added pressure on, doesn't it? And you don't need that, do you?
It just doesn't help when you've done a move to Man City. You know you cost 100 million. You know the press are coming for you. So keep your nut down. Concentrate on your football.
St. Peter Street, the worst street possible.
Don't be. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Just think. I went to Dakota in town the other week with the missus, and Harvey Elliott was in there with a few of the lads. But he was out the way in the back room doing his own thing.
There you go.
So he's not in Liverpool, where everyone can see him and admiring him. He's in Manchester.
In the back Piccadilly.
You know what I mean? You're a footballer. Just keep out of the way and just do what you're doing.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
It is what it is. But United, for me, this summer's going to be a really big summer.
Need to get rid of the deadwood.
But the fans need to wake up now and smell the coffee. If they bring a big name in, don't all get gassed about it. Actually have a look who's around him. Because the signed Ronaldo, when it took over the universe, everyone got excited. It's not worked out. This summer now, you got to get rid of a lot of deadwood. The other year, you had the opportunity to get rid of Smalling, Jones, Mata, Matic. All were on the end of the contracts. Could all been let go on free transfers.
And what we do, we give them a loan, and then they end up coming back, and then they end up coming alone. And it's like we're just about got rid of Pereira, but I get what you mean. This is the summer's going to be massive, and whoever comes in, Poch or whoever, Ten Hag for ones that I'm looking at for me, because I just think he's going to come in ruthless. He's got, he looks like.
But you've got to have guarantees. You've got to go in and say to the Glazers, right, you want me to be manager, right? Okay, there's your squad list. I need you to guarantee me now that you can get rid of him, and I can bring in 6 or 7 replacements. If they can't do that, look at Conte at Tottenham. It looks like he's promised the world.
I was just literally going to say that. Conte, 4 important players left in January, 2 have arrived. So even numerically, instead of strengthening, you may have on paper weakened. Tottenham are seeking young players they can develop, not players who are ready. That's the point.
I told you about him with his older players. When he come into Milan, he brought in older players and they galvanised the team.
Ashley Young.
They galvanised the team and they won them the league, He needed to bring in older players at Tottenham, players he could trust, to get Tottenham into the top 4 and then move on.
Of course.
That Levy's not backed him because he doesn't see any sell-on value in older players.
No, he doesn't.
He thinks,
and he's always, a tight corner.
They got that Brian Gill guy.
Yeah,
they sent him out on loan.
I know. He's at Sevilla now.
And Ndombele was the second coming of Pogba, right? Wow.
Again, Tobio.
Antonio.
Mate, I'm telling you now, man. Like I said to you, man. Tottenham, for me, they're just a funny club, man. They've got the stadium. They've got a good set of fans. Hot dogs. They do their own beer, you know what I mean?
The biggest screen in Europe.
All this and that, you know what I mean?
But a shit team.
Expressions, you know what I mean? The best fan you can get around nowadays.
Expressions bringing the energy. You know what? Big up Expressions. I did a show with him. Check it out on Expressions channel, me and him.
Yeah.
And the guy has got energy, unbelievable energy.
I don't know how he has it, man.
I don't know how
like,
if you could bottle Expression's energy and give it to the players to drink, Tottenham would win the European Cup. But at the end of the day, you've got two sides of the coin. I go on one show with Expressions.
I know.
And after the show, I'm smiling.
Smiling.
And then I go to Toby. He's sat there with his dressing gown on, a pina colada. He looks depressed. I'm generally worried. We're meeting Toby.
You've got the blue oyster bar.
He's got the blue oyster bar sign. We don't know what's going on about that. You know what I mean? Toby and the oyster, full of leather gear.
It makes all sense in the dressing gown. You know what I mean?
This is it, man. Because he's quick change after the show, isn't it? Straight in the leather gear, blue oyster, big Toby, and Toby on the stage, and Toby with his whip, and Toby we're meeting him Saturday, but we ain't going in any of them bars. Tell him we don't do that around here. If he wants to go there, mate, you know.
Oh my God, Steve, stop, man, stop! I'm telling you, mate.
And Toby and Toby and Toby. You know he's doing well when the light comes on. Once the neon light comes on, you know Toby's on it. When the light's off, mate, it's...
I'm dying. Please, guys, like the video, people.
Like and share the video, innit?
Oh my God, mate. You know, for me, like I said to you, I had a funny feeling, and Matisse said it as well, yeah, that, you know, Conte, he comes in, he's very, very determined. He's got a winning mentality. And Tottenham haven't. I don't know why. I'm looking at Conte thinking, maybe that's your own fault for coming in.
Maybe it is his own fault. You don't know what he's been... Listen, we know that Daniel Levy goes back on his word because Harry Kane said it.
Yeah,
so you don't know if he's just fluffed him up full of bullshit to get the contract signed. He signed it and then he's like, wow, this isn't quite... You want to have to look at that Amazon documentary of Tottenham.
Oh.
You look at the whole place, mate. People faking
Danny
injuries.
Rose telling people...
Danny Rose walking around like he's some gangster. It's like, mate, where are you now? He's about 17 stone overweight at Watford. Do you know what I mean?
Man,
it's like
crazy.
you imagine them going to Pep Guardiola start talking shit to him. Pep didn't have no cameras in his office.
Yeah, I know.
Mourinho loved all that, but like you say with Antonio there, he's got a big job to do at Spurs, and I think it's a long haul. He's not going to get it right in 2 or 3 seasons.
It is.
And is he going to stay for 4 or 5 seasons?
No.
And the same with United. Whoever comes in at United's got to look at it for a long haul, and he's got to come out first season and say, United fans, look, there's a lot of deadwood here. You've got to back me. I'm going to make 2 or 3 signings per season, and within the next couple of years, we'll be back challenging. Because I don't think it's a quick fix for United.
No, I don't think it is. You know what I mean? Like I said to you, man. But I just look at thinking, how much more can we give Toby? You know what I mean? This because I just feel like I feel sorry for him, man. You know what I mean? Because in the day, I want him to be happy.
I've never met a guy in a cup final. We got to the studio to film the cup final, and he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get beat today." And I was like, "What? It's a cup final, man. Where's the pride? Where's the passion? Where's your heart's got to be pumping for a cup final, innit?" You know what I mean? And Wigan fans were saying they're going to beat us outside Wembley. I was laughing my head off, and then they come out crying, and they were all buzzing.
You know, you just hope. But again, it comes back to the same question though. When they didn't sell Harry Kane in the summer, maybe that was the kind of, you know, the thing that they felt like, you know, they want to keep hold of the assets to make the club relevant. They keep Son because, again, commercially.
I think he was scared of getting the Harry Kane money because they got the bail money.
Look at what they've done now. Look what they did on this.
So if they get the Kane money, the Tottenham fans are going to think,
yeah,
got a big dough here, what we're spending it on. And if they go out there and buy, I don't know, Chris Wood or someone like that, like Newcastle, and then everyone's going to kick off.
But again, you know, Kulusevski, you know what I mean? People are saying 2 years hasn't really done anything, hasn't kicked on. That kid, what they've got there.
Bentancur.
Yeah, Bentancur. You know, I remember when he was rated highly 3 or 4 years ago.
Listen, Juventus ain't stupid.
I know.
Why are they going to let red players go? Yeah, they know what they're doing, innit? And they want the guy at Tottenham, into ex-Juventus.
Yeah.
It's probably money laundering, innit? Yeah, send us a couple of them donuts.
Listen, mate, Ozark, man. They're doing the Ozark, mate. You know what I mean? Like I said to you, it's, you know what, man? For me, it's just crazy, bro. What's happening at a football club? But I just think it's going to be a mad season, man. You know what I mean? You guys got this weekend? Tottenham. Yeah,
got Tottenham.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, yeah. Let's talk about the fight. Amir Khan, Kell Brook, man. Flipping hell, mate. You know what, man? It's crazy, man. Like Manchester on Saturday is going to be carnage, mate. The whole of the North is going to be in Manchester.
It's a way. Them press conferences and them gloves
Oh,
are off
mate.
with Kell Brooks, he looks weird. I don't know whether
He's
he's
trying
like,
to say he's sus.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with him, but he was like,
I shared a room with
yeah,
him.
he was looking, but then he made it worse and said, you should have said you shared a ring. And I was like, whoa, don't be talking about rings and all that. I thought, this is
I
crazy,
find him
mate.
hilarious, man. The way he speaks, the Yorkshire accent.
I just think, but he looked weight drained to me. He just didn't look in a good place. And
Yeah,
Amir
yeah,
Khan
yeah.
was trolling him.
Of course. And Amir Khan is the one that gets trolled all the time.
Do you know what I think, right? I don't know, right? I just got a little feeling that Amir Khan knocks him out.
Nah, man. You see this chin, man? Nah,
I know
mate.
he's got a chin like...
He's got a glass chin, man.
glass chin. Yeah, but I'm just saying. My mate fought Amir Khan, Michael Gomez, at the end of his career. And Michael Gomez, Mike said to me, he's fucking rapid, man.
Yeah, he is.
He said he's rapid, you know what I mean? He said he's rapid. But the thing that lets him down, if he does switch off and you can get him. And,
And
if you get
there
him on the
you
chin.
go.
But listen, Amir Khan, it's got a bit personal with him over it. He was
It's
talking
home. It's
about...
Manchester. People say it to me as well now, by the way. Oh, why are you not backing Amir Khan from Manchester, this and that, Northwest? I said, it's not about that. It's just who I think now. When I look at boxing now, I look at, the boxing ability. I think Kell Brook has got better boxing ability. I think Amir Khan has got the speed. Has he got the endurance? I'm not sure anymore. Is his legs still there?
I think they're both past it.
Yeah, of course.
I think they're both past
This is a fight that should have happened 10 years ago.
Yeah, and they're just it's there for a payday. They've obviously had good camps training between them. I just think Kell Brook, to me, he looks a little bit weight drained for me, a little bit punchy now. I don't know what his crack is. Amir Khan looks like he's trolling, and I'm just going to enjoy the fight. I'm not even bothered.
No, 100% no. But it could be carnage in Manchester if Amir Khan loses. Like I said to you, if things get serious and whatnot, it's always like that, man. I remember the last fight, man. I think there's a lad that lost from Bolton, and he got proper sticky over there. But we'll see, man. Let me know in the comments who's gonna win, Kell Brook or Amir Khan, live this Saturday. The weigh-in is actually today, 12:30 at the Manchester Arena. So check that one out. But you guys, Tottenham, confident?
Yeah. I just think you can't not be confident the way we're playing on the back of a 4-0 away at Norwich, 5-0 away in Lisbon, coming home game.
Yeah.
Same thing. I've gone 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. You know what, man? I just think Tottenham, man, the way they play, man, it's...
We owe them one, innit, for the beginning of the season. They caught us cold, innit?
They caught you cold, mate. I just think, when I look at Tottenham, man, I just think they look lifeless, man. And it's like, as much as Tottenham are shit, I think Conte just almost like...
I think Harry Kane's going to get some grief from the City fans. You should
of
have
course.
signed for a big club and all
Well,
that.
you
Harry
can start
Kane,
the chance.
You know what I mean?
You
He
should have
wants a
left
blue,
when he could.
always a blue and all that.
There
know
you
what
go.
I mean? I think he wanted it, innit?
That'll be the... I reckon, as much as Shearer says, you turned Man United down.
I told you about him, innit? He'll be doing Sportsman's Dinner on Tottenham High Road in 10 years' time, saying he should have signed for City.
Should have signed for City. Again, you know what I mean? That's another question for another time. But we've got Leeds United, tough game, mate. If people don't know the history between Leeds and Man United,
Bad.
It's very, very bad, mate. You know what I mean?
Just a quick little story, yeah. This guy that makes this sign, it's on Instagram called Put It On Your Wall, yeah. He's a Leeds fan. Saeed messaged him. I said, message him, he'll do United one over there. And the guy messaged Saeed back and went, nah, mate, I can't do a Man United badge, I'm Leeds. So that is how deep the Leeds fans hate. The guy wouldn't even do a United badge.
And I said, I even said to him, I'd pay you
the dough, whatever it is, and he wouldn't even do it. So big up to Put It On Your Wall. Everyone always asks where we get the badge. Go and check him out on Instagram.
Yeah, my one, by the way, I've got one. I'm going to bring it to the studio. Designed by Origin Home. If you want one, people always messaging me. But yeah, he really want, and for me, it's going to be crazy. When they came to Manchester, remember the guy that was telling you, the train manager at Manchester Piccadilly, he said it was carnage, mate. They were throwing everything, you know what I mean, doing, all sorts and that, you know what I mean. It was crazy, City Centre. And that's what it'll be like in the Leeds City Centre. It'll be carnage, absolute carnage. And I just think for me, it's going to be a tough battle because, again, these United players, don't know what's hit them home. They've not been in these kind of battles, have they, before?
This is what I was saying to you before. I've gone for a Leeds win because the way I see the game planning out, I just think the Leeds fans are going to be on it, and I think it's going to turn it into a scrap. They're not going to want to play football with Man United. They just want to get it into a scrap. I think the Leeds have got that mentality where it's like Leeds, so it's going to be like long balls. They're going to make it horrible. I think your Leeds might do it, but what I'm saying is if United players do not put in a bit of pride against Leeds, because they've got Leeds coming up, they've got the Manchester Derby coming up.
Manchester Derby, mate. You know what I mean? And by the way, that Manchester Derby, we're going to do it live. So we're going to do it at the Etihad Stadium.
Yeah, we'll do it,
We'll do it at the Etihad Stadium. I won't be doing any sues because there's already a guy who's done it already and beat me, so I'm not going to do it.
I want that guy to show his chest and come and do it on a match day.
He's on TikTok, you know. I'll show you his TikTok.
I've seen it, but I don't. Anyone that goes to an empty stadium and swoos, he needs locking up, mate. Seriously, because it's just fucking weird.
Oh my
mate.
God, man, it's crazy, man. And there's another guy that goes around to grounds. You seen that one?
Oh, offering everyone out.
Yeah, I'm like,
TikTok,
my God, mate. Who do you support, Plymouth Argyle?
Yeah, but when you tell him, like, he used to go to people's houses, so he used to say, "You won't come to my house." And he'd drive like 300 miles and knock on your door and go, I'm fucking here and all that.
Oh,
anyone knows that TikTok guy, on TikTok that knocks on people's houses and goes, for fucking have it. Tell him that Big Steve and Saeed said you're a shit house. Come to Manchester for the Manc talk and let's see if he turns up here and we'll film.
And also Ollie, come meet Steve as well. Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie the weirdo. Wow.
Said he's seen people at Arndale and all that, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Well, I'm shocked.
But yeah, man, this has been a Manc Talk, people, man. Steve, nice one, man. You know what I mean? Let them know what you're up to and that.
Listen, at Big Steve MCFC, as usual. Been a bit quiet on the content last few weeks. Been busy. We're back today for the Manc Talk. Got a video out with Expressions on Expressions channel. Go and check that out. And I did a podcast the other night for some City fans called Feed the Goat Podcast. Check it out on YouTube. Get on there, put some comments. It's a new podcast, some blues. Just me talking about City, so please help support.
Yeah, man, just keep supporting both channels, people. Like I said to you, you know, we don't have no media backing or whatnot, you know what I mean? There's no high-level production. We're just here, two lads talking about the club we love. United for me, City for him, you know what I mean? And that's what all it is, man. You know what I mean? We got as much as there's rivalry and, you know what I mean, the clubs have that kind of, you know, feeling towards each other. When we talk about football, it's all about respect and whatnot, and you know, we look at other opinions and whatnot. So yeah, City fans, United fans, you know what I mean. It's all about opinion, people. But Manchester Derby, watch out for that preview. We're gonna go all in, mate. That Derby Day Cup, I want that, mate. You know what I mean? I've got the Derby Day cushion. I want that Derby Day Cup.
Nah, man.
You know, with the Premier League over there, I'm not sure.
We've got another training session booked in.
Listen, people, like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Big Steve, and we'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye. Peace.